And then I had another question. I don't know if you remember that I told you I'm making little keychains for like family members to have that are to use those things with him.
Yes.
I'm doing go, I'm doing help, I'm
Good.
doing up and down because sometimes he wants you to like help him up into the car. So I figured like that instead of saying help me, because he uses help me very like he
Generally.
knows like when he's really frustrated and he can't get something, he'll come to you and be like, help me, like if he wants you to help him put his jacket on. But I want him to learn to say like on, off. So are all those good to start with, like on a like basic little keychain? And is there anything you think I should add? Like, and not like I was gonna do more, but then I remembered we want to stay away from more because he knows more.
Mhm.
So I was thinking more like go, on, off, stop,
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah. I like all of those. I feel like, let's see.
Oh,
Is
and I'm adding drink and
oh,
eat.
good,
Because
good.
that's sometimes when he's pulling people to the kitchen, like I know to say, okay, what do you want? Like, and bring out the tablet. But I don't. My mom and my grandma are trying to like kind of do the same thing that I'm doing and try to make sure like they're like, okay, what do you need? But they don't always have the tablet with them. So is eat and drink good too?
Yes, eat and drink are good too. So here's my thought process. If we're trying to get other people on board,
Yeah.
we need to make sure that we don't do too much at once.
Okay.
So I would start really simple and I
Okay.
would think through the lens of like what's probably easiest for them to support. And like eat feels like a really good one. Eat and drink are like really basic, and it doesn't take a lot of thinking to be like, oh, he's hungry, let's have him say eat,
Okay.
versus like putting him up in the car. Like that's not as intuitive. It's intuitive for you because
Yeah.
like you're all over it,
Yeah.
right? We've been working together really closely, but it's not as intuitive to everybody else. So,
Okay.
I'm a big fan of like when I'm trying to get other people on board, just
Keep it
make it
simple.
the more simple the better, because we want them to be successful and we want them to be like, yes, oh my gosh, like I showed him the eat card and he said eat.
Okay.
We want to have those small wins. And so I would actually probably stick with perhaps just like eat, drink, and help, maybe.
Okay.
And then like absolutely. And if you, because you're more advanced, you
Yeah.
want to have a keychain that has all the other things, great,
Okay.
because like you have that capacity. So I just want to caution like not doing too much, because if we ask people to do too much all at once, then like
You get
it
over.
might work for like a day or two and then like everyone's like feels defeated. So we
Okay.
want to make it simple enough that like it's doable. And then also just like trying to brainstorm just like how we can weave it into already existing routines. So same for everybody else as it is for you. Like how can we weave language opportunities into the things that we're already doing with him? So if like after school he always gets a snack with grandma, like
Mm.
great, like let's think through the day and talk with the people that we're trying to get to support him, and be like, when do you think is like a good time for that? And like, oh, like we always eat snack after school, like we can do eat then. Because like it really does have to be, in my all my years of experience, I've learned that like we have to be really explicit. If we just tell people like model this, like when you like he eats and drinks, like people will be like, okay, and then like they forget to do it because it's not second nature, right?
Mhm.
Like they don't think about it. So I'd also recommend having, like, I think you already have a lot of low tech stuff in like the like kitchen and
Mhm.
places like that. So start there.
Okay.
And then, start small with like the vocabulary that you're choosing to
And it's so funny that you say that because like now like I find myself like running like when I hear someone like I'm like wait you gotta say go, don't forget to say
I know
go.
that's me. That's
What?
me when I'm in
Yeah.
session. I'm like, no, don't
Yeah.
say anything.
His dad would go open the door. I was like, no, wait, close it. Make him say go.
Good. But that's honestly, that's super important, because like we need to start training everybody's brain to be thinking like, a speech therapist,
Yeah.
because that's what's going to give him a lot of opportunities to practice. And that's what he really needs, right? Like I
Yes.
think everyone has been conditioned to anticipate his needs and read into every little thing that he like
Mhm.
shows us, pulls us, points, and so it's like now we have to kind of change the way that we've been interacting with him so that he's able to have more opportunities to use the words that he has, so that he can do it more automatically and more quickly.
Mhm.